Hey, what's going on, everyone? Welcome back to Weather with Sim again. I hope you guys are all having a great Tuesday so far, and as well as a great start to your day. And today is February 11th, 2025, and in today's forecast, we are going to be talking about two major winter storms that will be impacting the Midwest, Great Lakes, and Ohio Valley over the next couple of days. And these are going to bring a lot of impacts, as not only will we be seeing chances for heavy snow, which is going to be the one right along the Ohio River ongoing as of right now, but we'll also have another one that will likely bring more widespread heavy snow to parts there of the southern Great Lakes, including Chicago. We could also be seeing freezing rain issues with that system as well, so we will need to be watching all these over the next couple of days, and we'll even have some more winter storms ongoing in the future, which could even bring some severe weather. So we'll have to watch all of that closely. But before we get into today's forecast, make sure to subscribe to the channel and turn on all notifications, especially if you are new here, so that way you guys don't miss out on any of my future videos or live streams that we do on this channel. And if you haven't liked the video yet, make sure to give the video a thumbs up and also share this with any friends, family, or anyone who you know on social media. Make sure to do that, and I definitely appreciate it. But let's first start off by talking about the watches, warnings, and advisories, pretty much just giving you guys an overview, and you guys can see how we do have winter weather alerts currently in effect for the Midwest, Great Lakes, Ohio Valley, and as well as parts there of the Mid-Atlantic, as not only do we have a winter storm watch ongoing for the northern winter storm that will likely be bringing a lot of snow and freezing rain to those areas, but once again we also got a second winter storm that will likely be impacting these areas along the Ohio River and through the Mid-Atlantic. So definitely not looking good, as even places like Washington D.C. will be under the gun for some pretty good snowfall. And if we look at the winter storm warning, you guys can see that a lot of these winter storm warnings are in effect for snow and sleet up to 3 to 6 inches, which is a lot, guys. That's about a half a foot of snowfall at the most. And even some of these areas, even the higher elevations there in West Virginia, might be seeing accumulation of around 3 to 5 inches, but ice accumulation also pretty high as well. So once again, definitely not looking good for a lot of you guys, including you guys who are even under these winter weather advisories. So now is a good time to be paying attention, as a lot of winter weather is definitely going to be ongoing over the next couple of days. And if we take a look at the storm systems, once again we got that first one still continuing to bring chances for snow, maybe even a little bit of sleet and freezing rain on the southern side of that system. After that one heads out, we'll be tracking that second winter storm over here by the time we get into tomorrow, and as well as into Thursday of this week, which looks to even bring chances for some freezing rain on the southern side of that system. So we will need to keep an eye on that one, as that will be another one that will be rolling on through as we get into Thursday. After that one heads out, we'll be tracking even another winter storm that will likely be ongoing as we get into Sunday, February 16th, which could be bringing freezing rain and also could be bringing some heavy snowfall up there in the New England region, but we'll also have some snowfall ongoing on the northern side of that system, and also some pretty good rain as well. So we will need to be watching the system very closely, as it looks like the system is really going to be bringing some pretty big impacts. And just to show you guys what we're going to have to watch for as we get into tomorrow, which will be with this second winter storm rolling on through, because for tomorrow, if we go back to where we were before, you guys can see that tomorrow with the second winter storm that will be rolling on through, we'll be tracking chances for severe storms on the southern side of that system, which is exactly why we have a slight risk for severe storms down there in Texas, all the way over there into Louisiana, Mississippi, and as well as Alabama, including the Tuscaloosa area, even over there in the Jackson. So definitely not looking good, as this is definitely looking like it's going to be a pretty big severe weather day, as not only will we be tracking your chances for damaging winds, but we even have a chance for even a couple of tornadoes as we get into tomorrow. So once again, now is a good time to be paying attention to this, especially if you live down there in the Dixie Valley region, as not only could we be seeing chances for damaging winds and large hail, but even a few tornadoes could be possible available, so make sure to be on high alert, and now is a good time to make sure you even have a way to receive alerts. And then with this next system rolling on through, this next system looks to roll on through as we get into this weekend on Saturday, February 15th, where we'll actually be tracking a lot heavier rainfall on the southern side of that system, which is why we're expecting severe weather as we get into day 5, guys. Usually the Storm Prediction Center is not as confident this time of year about severe weather, guys, because usually the jet stream is not as active. So it's kind of crazy to see the Storm Prediction Center already put out a day 5 slight risk for severe weather, as there's not really very much to talk about with the system just yet, despite the models maybe showing a little bit of severe weather chances. So we'll just pretty much just have to wait until we get closer to it. Once again, this will be in effect as we get into the weekend, so definitely something to keep an eye on closely as we get into our Saturday. But once again, we don't really have a ton of things to talk about with this system, but as we get a little closer, we'll talk a little bit more in depth about this, especially when the short range models come out. So make sure to click that notification bell so that way you guys don't miss out on any of my future videos. And then for the excessive rainfall outlook, this is going to be a pretty big hazard over the next couple of days, because starting off with day 1, we are expecting excessive rainfall down there in the deep south, as we have a slight risk for flash flooding heading from Texas all the way up there into northern Alabama. Same with day 2, as that is going to continue even as we get into tomorrow. Day 3, it dies down, but we actually do have a moderate risk for flash flooding down there in the Los Angeles area, as we do have an atmospheric river event ongoing. So make sure you are being on very high alert out there in Los Angeles, as even these islands are even under the gun for severe weather, and that will be as we get into Friday of this week. So make sure to be on high alert, and as well as Thursday, I should probably say. Day 4, we see the flood threat continue across the Los Angeles area, and then for day 5, we do have a pretty big slight risk for flash flooding heading from northern Louisiana all the way up there into southern Pennsylvania, especially areas south of Pittsburgh. And this is going to be a pretty big day, as not only will we be seeing chances for severe storms, but we'll also be seeing chances for flash flooding. So make sure to be on high alert out there, as this is definitely going to be a big day, especially as we get into our Saturday. Let's now go ahead and look at your total rainfall, including the total rainfalls over there in Los Angeles, because Los Angeles is really going to be seeing some pretty big hazard, guys, over the next couple of days, as we'll be having that atmospheric river event ongoing. So over here in the eastern United States, especially areas south of the Ohio Valley, we are expecting a lot of rainfall to occur in these areas, as we could be seeing anywhere from 1 to 4 inches of rainfall across much of this area. And you can see how it even starts to add up as we get into the beginning of next week. So something to really be paying attention to, as rainfall totals up to 8 inches may occur in a few areas, which does tell you guys that you guys need to be on high alert for flash flooding. Turn around, don't drown if you do encounter a flood roadway. Not even worth risking, guys. This is not worth risking, so make sure to, stay out of the flooded waters, as this is definitely not very safe to do. And of course, areas over there in Los Angeles, California, we will likely be seeing some pretty good rainfall there too as well, as some rainfall totals of up to 4 inches may occur. So we will need to be watching this closely, as some moderate flooding issues will likely occur, maybe even some pretty big flooding issues, as like I said, we do have that moderate risk for flash flooding as we get into day 3, which once again will be for tomorrow, which once again will be for Thursday and as well as Friday. That's what I'm trying to say. Thursday and Friday will have our best chances for flash flooding, so make sure to be on high alert out there. And then the last thing we're going to look at is going to be our total snowfall. And if we look at your total snowfall, you guys can see how we are expecting a lot of snowfall to occur with this first system as it rolls on through, as we'll be seeing some pretty good snowfall across the lower Ohio Valley. And if we look at the HRRR model for that, you guys can see how the HRRR model is really showing some pretty good snow chances, maybe anywhere from 3 to 6 inches over there in Virginia as we head throughout today and into tomorrow, with maybe anywhere from 1 to 3 inches across eastern parts there of Kentucky. So something to keep an eye on over the next 10 hours or so, as this is definitely going to continue to be a pretty big system as it rolls on through. And then after that system, and as a second storm rolls on through, maybe some very high snowfall totals of around a foot across the northern United States. Even areas like Chicago could experience that, so we will need to be watching this very closely over the next few days, as even freezing rain could be possible. We're not expecting a ton, but some freezing rainfall issues may be possible, and same with sleet, so we will need to be watching it very closely for you guys. But thank you all so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. We had a ton to talk about, so make sure to subscribe to the channel and turn on all notifications, especially if you are new here. Make sure to also like the video if you haven't liked it already, and also make sure to share this with any friends, family, or anyone who you know on social media. I definitely appreciate you all, and I hope you guys all have a great rest of your Tuesday out there. Stay safe from the weather, as not only will we be seeing the chances for a lot of flooding over there in Los Angeles, but we'll be seeing chances for a lot of heavy snow, severe weather, and flooding over here in the eastern United States. So please be on high alert, my friends. I really do care about you guys, and make sure to subscribe so that way you guys can stay safe before and after the storm. And yeah, hope you guys have a great rest of your Tuesday, and we'll see you in the next one. Thank you all so much for watching, and goodbye.